Bo Nix. He's your top dog in the league this season, ranking first in passing yards. It's the Saints and the Dolphins, just ahead on EA Sports.
It is time for football as we welcome you to another edition of the NFL on Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico, along with Greg Olsen, partner. This should be a good one here in the month of October. We got a couple of teams playing good football to get this season going.
And all offseason, Mike, coaches and teams, they talk about the importance of starting the season strong. And here in this matchup for early in the year, we have our first look at two teams that have started off strong. They're playing winning football. They're starting to really understand what their identity is as a team. And for this stage of the season, this is one of the better matchups we've seen so far, and it's going to go a long way continuing to unravel who are the teams we're going to be talking about come the end of the regular season.
They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. It's the first run of the game for Bijan Robinson. Not much to speak of on that one, maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down. With that, I want to give you a look at his numbers on the ground in last week's game. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Nick's going to look to throw. He's got this to Bijan Robinson. And he's got it to the 35-yard line.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they don't necessarily even have to see the running back in the check down. They can just feel him. It allows them to keep their eyes downfield, allow their tight ends and wide receivers to continue to work open. And this,
he bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Play action now. It's Nix. He's got it downfield. Myers the connection. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Robinson. And he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll go again with Robinson. It's a good pickup on 2nd down, but there is a flag down, and this one might not stand up.
Still 2nd down.
From the shotgun, here's Nix. That's into the hands of the tight end, Tyler Higbee.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
Trying to get to the edge, he will not get there. As a matter of fact, he was taken down behind the line, and that brings up 4th down.
That's a great job defensively. The goal of every defense in the NFL is to accomplish one of two things: turnovers, force field goals. In this case, the big 3rd down stop is most likely going to lead to the latter. Really nice job there in the red zone.
And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Miami offense will make their way onto the field. And they're led by their quarterback from the University of Pittsburgh. It's Kenny Pickett.
There wasn't really anything fancy about their performance in last week's win, Mike. I mean, he had the one interception. He would clearly like to have that one back. But for the most part, I thought he did a nice job keeping the ball out of harm's way. However, it's clear after reviewing the film, he left a lot of opportunities out there. I think there was a lot of meat left on that bone. The 2 touchdown passes, those were great. But if he's going to continue to lead his team to more wins in the future, he has to do a better job identifying those mismatches, finding those opportunities, and when they present themselves, he's got to take them.
You get a look there at his numbers on the ground from a week ago. Here's a 2nd and 9. From the gun is Pickett. This one is caught by Jawan Johnson. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
A gain of 15. First down,
Man in motion, it's Diggs. On the play fake, it's Pickett. He'll get this out to the left flat. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
Flag comes in as he's forward for about 3 yards, but we'll need to check on the call. Set to go now on 1st and 10. In motion, Peoples-Jones. Give up the middle to Taylor. Trying to find somewhere to move forward, but nothing going. Tackle for the loss of a yard. So just a lone field goal in the first quarter of play. 3-0 is our score. More from New Orleans after this. Second and 11. From the shotgun, here's Pickett. That's into the hands of Diggs. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Pickett. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. So now Mike McDaniel will send out the field goal unit. Officially an even 50-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. And this is going to remain a 3-point game. Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Nix. He's going to run it.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on 1st down.
We'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. They'll go play action with Nix. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Robinson. Robinson, a 1st down, and more. Guarani brings it to the red zone, taken down inside the 20-yard line. On 1st down, right back to Robinson. And this time they are ready for him. Thrown for a loss, and it's 2nd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Taking off.
That's a smart play. 2nd down, don't force it if it's not there. He's able to tuck it, pick up some extra yards, and set up a more manageable 3rd down.
Here's a 3rd and 10. Now, faking the give. He dives, and what a catch for the 1st down. They'll run with Robinson. And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front, and he's in. Bijan Robinson, touchdown Saints. His 12th touchdown of the year. extra point up and good from Moody. The Saints are out to a 10-0 lead. So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins offense ready to take over for their second possession. And nothing doing from the offense just yet. Down 10-0 as they come up with 1st and 10. Pickett now on play action. He'll look deep here for Neighbors. And that's going to be picked by Jalen Ramsey. And the Saints will take over here just past the 30.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. A throw left side, going to be intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs.
You know, Mike, we're seeing both these offenses come out here and play a little fast and loose in the passing game. The last 2 throws for each team, both resulting in an interception. Now, don't get me wrong. Neither of these secondaries is going to complain. They'll happily feast on those type of throws the rest of the game. But I get a sense on these next 2 drives, come out here, establish the run, go some ground and pound. Let's settle things down offensively and regroup for the rest of this game.
They'll motion their tight end Johnson. Out of the gun, here's a give to Taylor. And a good run there on 2nd down. A pickup of 7. It'll bring up 3rd and 3. To throw, Pickett. Oh, he pumps up the football. The Saints have got it. An injured player on the field, and it's the running back, Jonathan Taylor. Halftime is looming, so the athletic training staff going to get a chance to look him over during the break. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. Nick's going to try to rush his guys up to the line. He'll look to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end.
Ineligible receiver downfield. Offense.
You only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That time he strayed a little too far, and it draws the flag. Here's Nix to throw. Crushed, it's incomplete. He did get the pass off, but he got drilled before he let it go.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
Michael Gallup was the intended target there. 3rd down coming up.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
And that is incomplete. incomplete. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba, the intended receiver. And that's going to lead to a 4th down. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Saints can tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Dolphins offense going to see what they can do in the final minute of this first half. They find themselves down 13-0 here. As they try to get things started offensively, it's 1st and 10. And unable to connect there. It's incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Pickett. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed it.
Back to the sideline and intercepted. Picked off by Marcus May.
Really nice play here by the strong safety, and what's unique about this player is the position that he's playing makes him have to play deep coverage like we saw here, but also at times be able to get down in the box and be an extra linebacker. That versatility is something we're seeing a lot out of safeties in today's NFL, and you can see a big reason why.
This is intercepted. Picked off by Donovan Wilson. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit. On 1st down, Pickett. He's got his man. That's Neighbors. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Throwing Pickett. To the outside, complete to Johnson. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. Here's 2nd and 2. Now Pickett. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. The Dolphins going to use their final timeout here as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in the opening half. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work. And I believe the referee was buzzed by the replay officials indicating, let's get a closer look at this. They trigger this automatically in the last 2 minutes of the half. So that is what you want. I know sometimes it takes time, but they do get it right, and this call will stand. He makes up for the earlier miss. This time, the kick is good. And the Dolphins are on the board just before halftime.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Play action now. It's Nix. Complete to the former Buckeye, Jackson, Smith, and Jigba. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. On 1st down, here's Nix to throw. He's got it downfield. Myers the connection. So we have a 10th, and apparently we'll forget about that for the moment and turn our attention to quarter number 3. Let's go. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Dolphins offense and Kenny Pickett getting set for their next possession. And he is in the midst of a sensational season, currently second in the NFL in passing yards. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun is Pickett. Now a short one caught by the tight end Johnson. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
It's a gain of 30. And the ball in the first down.
They'll motion their tight end Johnson. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. They have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
Catch made, right side. It's Johnson.
That quarterback called that play in the huddle. That ball was only going to one guy. He was the first read, the second read, and the check down. And it was called to perfection. They got the perfect.
And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield. On 4th down, here's Matt Ariza to punt. Oh, not the greatest punt there. This is going to hit. Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. Throwing is Nix. He bought as much time as he could, but he will finally be taken down.
It's 1st down. You got to get the ball out of your hands. I understand trying to take a shot. I love it on early downs. But once it's not there and that protection starts to break down, it's either check down or throwaway. You don't want to be in 2nd and long.
They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. Nix from the gun on 3rd down. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down. On now for 4th down, Trenton Gill will punt it away, as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. Now fair catch is called for and made right there at the 45. The Dolphins offense getting set to get back to work. Let's go back and scroll through some of their drives. One theme, Greg, going to keep... Oh, a loose football. But this is taken in by a teammate.
Sometimes these games in the NFL, Mike, they get decided by simply how the ball bounces. I mean, how often do we see a quarterback in the pocket get stripped sack, and that ball ends up going the other direction? Fortunately for them, they can regroup, get back in the huddle, and live another day. Ball falls into the hands of his own guy, and they'll see if they can dodge this bullet.
Here's 3rd and 7. Man in motion, it's Diggs. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus May.
And this is going to go down as a pick, but it really was the pressure defensively that caused the interception. I mean, he was a little sloppy with his fundamentals, but I think it's as a result of the guy in his face led to that ball kind of sailing, inaccurate throw, and that's just really good team defense.
Now out comes the New Orleans offense. They're ready to take over once again. Their lead is 10. They go back to work, try to add to it. It begins with 1st down. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in.
Well, not exactly a highlight reel type play, but in some cases, just checking the ball down to your fullback, picking up some positive yards is the only play that's to be made.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. To the right side, hauled in by Myers. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. From the shotgun, here's Nix. Taking the deep shot for Smith and Jigba.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. So, 3 quarters have come and... It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Now Nick's going to look to throw. Hit as he threw it. The pass is incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the
pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
And this game almost just flipped completely on his head. You find yourself with a lead, just trying to milk the clock away in the 4th quarter, and that's a gift. And that defender just flat out drops the ball, and if he's able to secure that takeaway, this game looks very different for this offense.
1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Pickett. This one finds Peoples-Jones. Throwing on 2nd down, Pickett. And they'll pick up the 1st down, a gain of about 4.
A 4-yard pickup on the play. 1st down, Miami.
To throw is Pickett. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
They'll motion their tight end Johnson. A 2nd down throw for Pickett. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by their rookie corner.
And while he's still a rookie and he's going to have his ups and downs, this is the player they thought they were getting when they selected him in this previous year's draft. I mean, he looked almost like a savvy veteran there, baiting that quarterback into that throw. He had great anticipation. He was on time in his drive. And he plucks that ball out of the air, and he almost looks like a wide receiver.
His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a 1st down. Throwing, Nix. That'll be caught by the running back, Robinson. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield. So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. Here's a toss left side for Robinson. Down the sideline, past the 40. 17 yards on that play. It's good for a Saints 1st down.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, Mike, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the 4th quarter, which typically means I had the lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game. Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage.
And he kept that play alive as long as he could, but the rush eventually gets to him and takes him down.
That's a prototypical coverage sack. All 11 guys on the field doing their job. Starts with sound back-end coverage. Nowhere to go quick with the ball. The quarterback has no chance but to extend the play. Look for something late developing downfield. That was all the time this front needed to chase him down and bring him down for a sack.
So Jake Moody now out for the field goal. No issues there. This one is good. And the Saints will extend their lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Out comes Miami and the offense to get started on their next drive. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. On 2nd down, Pickett. And that's going to be incomplete, but now a marker comes flying in late behind the line of scrimmage. Might we get a roughing the passer call here? A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Pickett to throw. Now he'll swing it out to his fullback. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Pickett. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. They've got all 3 timeouts left, but need to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Over the middle, that's the tight end, Johnson. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
The coverage too strong that time. The ball batted away and incomplete. He'll try again here. It's 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. Throw left side. That's Johnson. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Pickett. Oh, high throw there, but a nice job to go up and get it. Now Miami going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that 1st down. Back to throw is Pickett. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. 2nd and goal. To throw, Pickett. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs.
To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Miami. Now the try for an extra point. It's up and through. And the Dolphins are back within 6.
Dolphins 10.
A one-score game late, and you figure they got to have this one as they'll try an onside kick.
the rule changes on kickoff, Mike, it's just so hard to really expect to recover an onside kick nowadays. There's a lot of people pushing for kind of a radical change to this. Hey, can we make it 4th and 15? Offense gets the go. If they convert it, they keep the ball. I'm not sure that ever happens, but we can see here an onside kick, not much of a chance.
He's going to be taken down at about the 30. The Dolphins going to use their final timeout here. Clock is stopped, 55 seconds remaining here in the game. Man in motion is Gallup. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down. Now Robinson. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. 2nd down and 8. Off the play fake, here's Nix. Off balance throw, it's complete. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
Once the quarterback gets flushed out of the pocket, Mike, he has to make a split-second decision. Does he remain a passer and give his guys time downfield to work open? Or does he turn into a runner, just try to pick up some positive yards with his legs? I think in this case, the extra time paid off. Remained a passer, found an open target downfield, and he's able to get the ball to him for a nice completion.
Now a screen going to be set up for Robinson. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play.
And that's exactly how you stress all week, finishing a game. Get the ball and leave no doubt. But that late touchdown, Mike, that should all but just seal this victory away.
Moody's extra point is good. And the Saints will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Now return coming from the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense ready to get back to work. They'll start out 1st down and 10. From the gun is Pickett. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. Another try, 2nd and 10. Throwing Pickett. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. New Orleans' 3rd and final timeout. Stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Throwing now on 3rd and long. That is incomplete, so the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it. Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. Now he'll air one out. And flags come out. That's batted down. It's incomplete, but it looked like early contact. Let's check the call. Here we go. One final play. That's deep for the back of the end zone. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete, and that will do it. This one comes to an end. So this one, a win for the Saints. And with an open date on the schedule next week, they'll be able to savor this one for a while. Rest up and ready to get back at it in 2 weeks' time. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Saints are winners, as we say so long from New Orleans.